219 at 10 after 12. I think it's about 219 and a half right now. I will check it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's about 219 and a half. Put a couple drops on the meter here. Got the cover down. Take a look at it. It says about 68 and a half, 69 on the Brinks. And that's 219 and a half degrees. I'm just debating whether or not I want to leave it sit overnight and steam a little more, which will bring my Brinks up to about 70 without having to heat the syrup up to get it to 70, if you know what I mean. To get it to 70 Brinks, you would have to heat it to about 220, which would cause crystals. If I only heat it to 219 and let the steam go out, it will automatically go up to 70 without getting so hot it makes crystals. That's my theory. And I'm thinking I'm there now. I'm going to dump it in my filters that I made. Filter holders anyway. And we'll see what happens with that. So probably up to about here. So there's probably, well, that one's hot over there. And off centered a little bit. Guess I might need a little help on this handle. Make sure there's no waves splashing around or it will jump out and get all over. There's close to 4 gallons in here. This is filtering really good because I filtered it twice already. Once out of the big pot, the big cooker, the big fuel oil cooker. I filtered 120 down to about 8 or 9. It's all going to go in one filter. Good for me. I cooked it down to about 8 or 9, and I put it on the turkey cooker in a 20-gallon pot and cooked it there to about 214, but because I left it overnight, it got the density of about 215. Put it on the stove. You can see that's probably 3.5 or 4 gallons already that quick, and there's probably only maybe a gallon left in there. I believe that's due to filtering it 3 times. The first filter out of the big stove is really messy. You get all the sugar, sand, you've got to filter it out of that one. I just do the second filtering just to make it easier on myself now and quicker and less mess. What I do is you can see it's running slow through the first filter, which catches most of the, they're almost like snowflakes. I don't know what it actually is, but they're like snowflakes in there. They will all sink to the bottom of the jar if you do not get them, but I like to make it look nice. Then I just take this and I roll it, push it against the side of the bucket as I'm rolling. It's like a tea bag. And if I can't do that, I will take a wooden spoon and actually push on it, just like a little tea bag. I can't believe how 3.5, 4 gallons ran through that quick. Again, I bet you it's taking, it can't be a minute already from when I originally dumped. I'll dump this in a bucket. Second filter's almost, I'll show you how far it went down already. There's only about 2 inches left in there. I'm gonna wring it out just because that filtered super nice right there. And I bet you I ain't even going on 2 minutes yet. Filtered 4 gallons in about 2 minutes. And I will show you how clear it is once I get it going in the bottles here. I will put one in the bottle. I think I just talked myself into leaving it sit overnight so it gets nice and thick. I don't know, I just got something about trying to make it the best I can, not just being happy where it's syrup. I know a lot of people say syrup is syrup and you should quit there, but I ain't quitting. And then I take the third one out. And I do the same thing again. Sometimes you can just grab the bag and you grab it with the good bag and it'll drain if you just got a little bit in there. You don't have to curl it. You get all that out, throw that in the bucket, unhook your filter. I did the other half batch yesterday and it did not filter quite that good. I did have to wring about, I suppose, a good quart out of the main filter, but now there's probably not very much in there. There's probably only an inch and a half in the bottom, but what I do is I push the sides in. You don't want it to be any bigger than your cover. Push this side in, slide these together, start rolling it, and then right here push that in too. There you go, and by the time you get there you should be good. Just roll it up, keep pushing it against the side of the bucket, and then at the very end, just push this down with your wooden spoon. You can actually let it sit right on the bucket. You don't even have to lift it. You just push that down until you wring it out. Did I say like a tea bag? No. Goes in the bucket. Then, just because I didn't have to do that one, that makes me kind of happy not to clean another filter. I will do one batch or one scoop here. As soon as I get back, I guess I was not ready. Every once in a while, for some reason, I don't know why, I'll get flakes in it. And I don't know why that is. Normally I do it, if you don't overflow it, you don't make a mess. Works really good when you can just dump it right onto the measuring cup. Anyway. Put this on, cover on real quick. And after I do these jars, because they're plastic, I do not boil the plastic. I just lay them down. As you're filling it, just keep laying stuff down. And it will kill all the germs. 200 and, probably 215 degrees now, maybe. And then you can see how clear it is. After you put it right up to the glass, you can almost be like a pair of sunglasses. I don't know if you can see better out this window or not without the grates in the way. But there it is. And it's still the second batch, but it's still really light, which means it not the heavier maple flavor, but I think it's going to be good. Well, I hope you learned something from that, for people can pick tidbits out of it. I think I'll just leave it. Bucket's up to about here. It's a 6-gallon bucket, so I'm guessing I did get 3 gallons that filtered through. Let's see.